Today's the day that we're gonna clean our makeup brushes because I haven't cleaned them at all this year. I mean, obviously I've like spot cleaned them and stuff like that, but I haven't actually thoroughly cleaned them in a very long time. Like, I don't even think, maybe October. Like, it's been a very disgustingly long time since I've cleaned them. So today I thought I would show you guys how I clean my makeup brushes. These are all the items that I'm going to be using today. Please excuse my nails, look at that. Yep, if you guys remember how it snapped off in my other video and how my hair decided to dye my white ass nails blue, so let's just move past that. This is the soap that I'm going to use. So I use the Dr. Bronner's 18-in-1 hemp soap, and this comes in many different kinds of scents, I guess you want to call it. And I like this because it's pretty inexpensive. It's $12, which may seem like a lot, but you could get this at Target probably for cheaper. Maybe even TJ Maxx, but I go through a bunch of this. If you want an even cheaper, definitely just use olive soap and dish soap. If you mix those two together, it really deep cleans your brushes, but I always do like too much oil or too much soap, and then my brushes come out too oily because I'm stupid and I don't know how to mix it. Now, as far as the bar soap, this I actually just opened because my other one was gross. I use this to clean my beauty blender. It is literally the only method that I have found that makes my beauty blender actually spotlessly clean, and you'll see that in the video. And then these are the two items that I use. I've always used this little thing that my friend got me from Amazon. Be really careful where you get them and the color that you get, because some, if they're made poorly, the color will rub off onto your brushes. And I like this one because you can, like, I don't know, put your finger in it and then just clean it. This is more used for if you want to clean your brushes really fast. And then this one right here, I actually just picked up at TJ Maxx not that long ago. I haven't used it yet, but it's kind of like the whole knockoff Sigma one. It has the little suction things, and I got this one at TJ Maxx. Both this one and this type of style, literally TJ Maxx, Marshalls, you will see these there, I promise. I mean, I know in my area of TJ Maxx they have them, or Marshalls. So we're gonna get to cleaning. And what I like to do is actually just set up a towel right next to the sink of where I'm gonna clean it, just so, you know, I can clean and then let them dry right here. I know you're supposed to like hang them upside down because it can ruin your brushes, but I just lay them flat like this. You know, it works for me, so I'm gonna do that. And if you're wondering what this is, I use my translucent powder on this, but I brought this to show you guys, like, kind of for a quick little spot clean, is this Clean Sweep makeup brush pad. I got this also at TJ Maxx. So it comes in a little like sponge thing. So what I also do with this is, if I'm going like in between colors, like for example, if this actually has color on it, I'll just go in it and sweep it off, and then I could go in with another color, and it honestly makes it like so much faster, and I could keep using the same brush without the color rubbing off, and it really does take the color off. And this thing comes out so you can actually clean it and, you know, reuse it. So it's super cheap. It was literally at TJ Maxx for $2 or something like that. And now we're actually gonna clean the brushes. So these are all the brushes I'm gonna clean today. One tip that I will give you guys, it's pretty obvious, is do not clean your brushes all at the same time. Depending, I guess, how many brushes you have. For me, that's not even half of the collection of the brushes I have. So I'm gonna do like half today, maybe half tomorrow, but just the brushes that I use every day I'm gonna clean right now, because I could be sitting here for like a good hour and a half, because that happened to me one time and it was terrible, and we don't want to do that. So just clean your brushes like one day at a time. You know, you don't have to do them all at once. Like, you can clean the ones that you use every day first. You know, you get the idea. So I'm going to show you guys how I do my beauty blender first. So here's my gross ass dirty beauty blender, wow. And then this is just a soap that I got. Honestly, this is probably pretty not hygienic at all to be rubbing all your dirt and bacteria onto a soap, but I don't really care, because how often do people actually really wash their beauty blenders? Plus it just really gets all the gunk out. So at this point, it's like when I find a better solution, then I'll do that. But I'll just do kind of like a lukewarm, and the noise is gonna be really loud, so I'm sorry, but I'm just gonna do that. And what I do is I kind of just wet it like this, you know, like wetting like a regular beauty blender. We're just gonna do that. And then I'm going to wet the soap and just brushing along the soap. I don't know if the camera's picking that up, but you can already see. Now watch, it just really takes all the gunk out, and that's how I do it. I just like squeeze it out, and then I clean the soap, and I just kind of go back and forth. So I go like this and like that, and you can see all the gunk coming, and I just squeeze, and all of that comes out. It's like so so satisfying. My beauty blender is actually not that dirty because I've been using the other brush lately. Like, I've been using an actual brush besides the beauty blender, and I'll again wet it and then just scope it out like this, scoop it out, and just kind of work it and massage it through, and I'll just keep going back and forth until it's clean. So now we're gonna take the mat, and I guess we just section it off like this. I feel like if you're really lazy, you can even do this in the shower and like put this on the shower wall and do it in the shower. That could be even more fun, gives you something to do while you're waiting for your, I don't know, conditioner to soak in your hair or something like that. So here we have one brush, and I'm just gonna probably wet this a little bit. We're just gonna get it damp. Not damp, let's wash that away. And then I'm going to just put a little bit of soap, and it has so many different compartments. Probably the camera's not picking it up, but let me zoom you in. I mean, I know that every single one is designed to do a specific brush, but we're just gonna kind of put it in anywhere and just start taking that out. And wow, is that not like the most satisfying thing that you've ever seen? Can we just please look at all this dirt? Oh, honestly, already way better than this black thing because I don't have to hold this, and water would always get in there, so it was super uncomfortable. But we're just gonna massage it like this, and then quickly probably drop that just so all the water gets out. And I'm gonna squeeze it out just like that. It's nice and clean. Honestly, that took less than 10 seconds for that to clean. So let's try something else. So here's another one. We can see orange, as we can clearly tell by my colors that I only like using oranges, but let's wet the brush a little bit like that. Get the water away. Put some soap on it. I feel like I like this side better. This side looks like it's more for like the bigger brushes. So we're gonna do that. And ooh, geez, that picking up on camera, all of those colors just being washed away. And then I like to just wipe it away, the back of my hand. Ooh, let's try a really hard one. Let's make the test. So here is a really big MAC one. As we can tell, it's dirty. This one is actually permanently stained. I already know, I've washed it so many times and it just doesn't get back to that original shade. So let's just, actually this would probably be smarter now that I think about it. We're gonna move it to the side like this just so it drains out. That's probably smarter than laying it down. So let's go like this, wet it a little bit, and let's drop some soap. And are we looking at the same thing? Like, can we please, let's move you. Do you guys see that? Oh my god, is that not the most satisfying and disgusting thing ever? Here, let's do the water. And just clean back and forth. Ooh. And look at how fast that already took like the majority of it off. Again, like how I said, it's permanently stained, but I feel like it would be smarter to get like maybe a cup of water so we can, because it really just sticks on there. But let's wash that away. So I switched the angle a little bit because I noticed, because I suck, that you couldn't really see me really taking anything off because my hand was covering it. So again, let's start. We're just gonna kind of suction it in right there, and let's wipe it away. Just, it's just so satisfying. This could also be very therapeutic. Like, you could be watching some YouTube videos. You could be doing a bunch of stuff, but I'm filming this, so I'm kind of sitting in silence, trying to talk your guys' ear off. But, you know, we're just gonna keep going back and forth until I feel like it's pretty clean. These brushes, again, are a lot harder to wash because it like permanently like stained it because they're so old. So I feel like this brush is as good as it's gonna get. Usually it takes me like 5 minutes if I were to do it on this thing, but here, oh my god, I have so much more control, and it cleaned it so fast. Again, you can see that it's kind of stained. I could probably clean it a little bit better, but just for the purpose of this video, I'm gonna show you guys some more. Let's do another one because, again, I was like, my hand was blocking it the whole time. So here we have just a brown, like it's messed up. We're gonna gunk some on there and just wipe it away. It just goes so fast. It's so satisfying. And that's all. Look how fast that took. We are clean. Let's do some different brushes that I haven't done. This highlighter brush. Oh, it's my favorite brush. I use it like every day on my face, so it's pretty disgusting. So let's test this one out. And we're gonna explode some, and we're just gonna use this one to go all over. Oh yeah, look at that. You guys saw how fast that took? Boom. So I just cleaned this one actually the other day. I did the whole thing with the whole bar soap, but I want to try this method out and see if this is a little bit more faster. Wet the brush too. And let's... Ooh. Look at that. Okay, now if that's not satisfying, I really don't know what is, because look at all that disgusting foundation. And that's just so much. I feel like this is where we should go under a little bit, because there's so much bacteria in that. And then we just keep rubbing like that. And boom. So satisfying to clean your brushes and watch everything just drip down. I can already tell you that I'm probably, next time I'm going to do cleaning my brushes, I'm going to maybe do it in the shower. So I'm going to set it up, or maybe like set it up on inside the wall, like if that makes sense, like to set this up way higher up. The only reason why I didn't do it is because it's a little bit harder to film, but like maybe on the edge right here, and always have like water, like a glass of water or something where you can constantly just pour down, just so you're not constantly rubbing over the same gunk, if that makes sense, because that's kind of gross, versus when you have nice streams of water going down, it nicely cleans it, if that made any type of sense. But yeah, that is pretty much it, guys. I'm going to continue to clean all my brushes, and as you can see, I have them all laid out nicely just so they can dry. And yeah, that's it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please like and subscribe and do all of that, and I will see you in my next video.